Hello Jurassic fans and Jurassic collectors alike, my name is Jacob and this is Sorta Late Reviews. On today's video we're going to be doing a late review and we're going to be traveling back in time to 2018 when Mattel introduced the Real Feel Mosasaurus. So obviously you've got your Mosasaurus right back here, your beautiful picture of the Mosasaurus. Your little Real Feel open area where you could put your finger in there and hopefully feel a mosasaur, nothing else. Owen Grady in blue right there, your Jurassic World logo and your dimensions. This is a Mosasaurus mentioned in 4 different languages. On this part of the box you just get Mosasaurus in 4 different languages and your Jurassic World logo. On this side of the box you get a Jurassic World logo with the fencing, with the lake, or the ocean background, with the trees and stuff. And on the front, you get there's a mosasaur in here. Yeah, there's a mosasaur. Jurassic World logo, Mosasaurus, Owen in blue, and then your arena. I guess it's called an arena with the Mosasaurus. Then in the background here, because you know the Mosasaurus is covering it up, you get your lake, your water area where the dinosaur was in. Now, a lot of you are asking, there's no mosasaur in here, why are you doing a review on the mosasaur? To that I say, so that's pretty much it for the packaging. Now, let us get the actual product, the Mosasaurus. So here it is. This is what everyone has been looking forward to, and, well, let me tell you, this was definitely worth the wait. Back in 2015, we got a little plastic one with the little not electronic, but the little movable flipper. So it kind of sat like this, like all the time. And I think the mouth was open. And what you would do is you'd pull the flipper, which was attached to the front tooth. So when you pull them back, the mouth would snap open and closed, and it would be like a feature where it would destroy the submarine or whatever. So at that time, I thought the Mosasaurus to that was pretty okay. Yes, it was really skinny, but this one is pretty much suffering from that same thing because you've got a giant body and just an itty bitty tail. If you were to bend the tail downwards, you could see how small that tail is compared to the Mosasaur. And the Mosasaur is supposed to be a lot bigger than that. You're not going to tell in the box, so I'm not going to even pull that back out. But everything else about this Mosasaur is pretty screen accurate to the, well, if I look at it from the front, I feel like the front of the Mosasaur has too much of a pointed tip, and it should be more of like a I don't know, that seems okay. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. The Mosasaur itself is a little too skinny. It should be a little bit wider, a little bit flatter, because this is a little too chunky, so it should be a lot flatter. And the jaw should be a lot skinnier, because I'm looking at the box right now and the Mosasaur looks a lot flatter and a lot wider. So it's like supposed to be out here, but they made the Mosasaur a little bit skinnier, which it was okay. It still does what it's supposed to do. It's a real feel, which means you can feel the rubberized dinosaur as if it was, you know, a sea creature in the water. So if you were to pull a fish up, it would be this kind of squishy feeling. Not that you would pull a fish out of the water and start squeezing the fish. I sure hope you don't do that. But yeah, here is your Mosasaur. The articulation for it is pretty simple. You just have the flippers that go in and out right here, and they rotate so you can get a full 360 going out about. So let's pull these out. And the back ones kind of do the same thing. They just kind of fold out and they can rotate. So you can get that kind of posability with the Mosasaur. A lot of people have the Mosasaur like this, and I simply don't, because the fact that the weight up here is pushing down on these front ones. So I'd rather have it like this, where it looks like it's coming out of the water, or I simply just push the fins back so it kind of sits like this. And I think this is the best option for me because nothing really bends and sounds like it's going to break. For the mouth, you just get the open and closing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Now, if you were to take this out of the box, the tail you had to clip in, and the fins, all the fins you had to clip in. So I obviously took this out beforehand Anyway, for the paint job, you get a dark blue that fades into this kind of lighter blue, and then underneath you get your white underbelly. Up here you get your kind of limeish green eye with not really a painted pupil, it's just the background color of the mosasaur. In the mouth here you get pink, lots of pink, and then you get the white for the teeth. See if we can zoom in on those teeth. I don't think it's going to focus well, but you got those teeth, and then they're painted white. Just a pink tongue, and you get that second row of teeth right up at the top, right there inside that mouth. And this tongue is way too long to be the mosasaur. That's one thing I noticed. This tongue is way too long, because if we look at the box, the tongue is like right there. So in reality, it should be right here is where the tongue should be. And I think, hopefully you could tell what I'm talking about when I say the mosasaur, it looks a lot thicker, sideways, thick, something like that. But you could tell, you could probably see what I'm talking about, that this is a little bit skinnier than this one. This is like flat, this one's kind of, yeah. So anyway, you got all the ridges, all the little bumps, the skin, the armored plating, I don't know. But you got all of this running all along your mosasaur up to the little tail, and then just the tail in itself. All those scales and bumps going throughout the whole figure. It's just absolutely amazing. Coming up here to the head, you get more of all those bumps and stuff. The scales, I'm gonna call them scales. That's probably what they're supposed to be called. On the fin, you get more of those scales right there, with like little bits spreading out towards the back of the fins. Underneath, you just get more of that. Well, actually, there's not really much bumps. It's kind of just wrinkles. And then your little Jurassic World stamp there saying, hey, this is actual Jurassic World product. And then your scan code, as best as possible. I'll probably just throw up a picture of it. I'm not going to sit there and mess with the camera just for it to take a picture. I don't want to do that. But I think that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else about this mosasaur. So let's do some comparisons. So obviously with a mosasaur, you already know what this dinosaur does. In the 2015 Jurassic film, it went after a pteranodon. So we got a pteranodon here, and what you're supposed to do, not that this is supposed to happen, but the pteranodon is supposed to just be in the mosasaurus, and it's supposed to chomp down, and the pteranodon is supposed to scream in pain as the mosasaur grabs. So it's pretty much like this. Pteranodon's messing with Zara. I remembered it. So you got the pteranodon sitting there eating. Goes and then throws it in the water, and that's it. The pteranodon's dead, Zara's dead, and that's the end of that pteranodon. But that's the size comparison. You get the pteranodon roarivore. So from it pretty much is a little bit more than halfway across the mosasaur here. Nope, it's not going to stay. There you have your pteranodon. Next up, you get your Indominus Rex. Again, I feel like that this mosasaur is a little too small. The Indominus here, because this, I feel like this is okay, but this, the tail is just feels like it's way too small, therefore making the mosasaurus too small. But I guess still you can get the playability of the mosasaurus chomping down on the Indominus Rex. I think. I still feel like that the mosasaurus is too small. But the last final thing that I will be comparing this mosasaurus to show you how big it is with something bigger. That is the super colossal no, not Indominus Rex. I don't have that one yet. The giant super colossal T-Rex. So, you can clearly see how this Mosasaurus is compared to the super colossal T-Rex. So, getting this out of here. So pretty much there you have the Real Feel Mosasaurus. This is a figure that I believe is maybe $25 if you want to get it and you haven't got it yet. It will not be in the Fallen Kingdom packaging. It will be in the Primal Attack packaging. I'll put up an image showing you what it looks like in the Primal Attack packaging. So this can still be ordered. I think Walmart has it. I'm pretty sure Walmart, it's either Walmart or Target. I'm not sure which one. Maybe both of them. They have the Mosasaurus still going, still being sold. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you have the Real Feel Mosasaurus. Something I wish we have a different Mosasaur. So what they could have done is, much like the Super Colossal, they could have made a hole right here in the mouth where you could put figures down, and then a little cut right here along the belly. Kind of like the Super Colossal, where it can swallow figures and you open a little hatch. Well, since this is rubber, you just open up the thing, open up the stomach, and you can pull the figure out. Like the Bull T-Rex from The Lost World by Kenner. That thing ate figures and you pull it out from the underbelly of the dinosaur. So that's what I hope Mattel does in the near future. They can give us a super colossal mosasaur that does that with the same kind of rubberized body. That'd be really amazing to have. But as of right now, we're just getting the three main dinosaurs at the end of Jurassic World. We got Super Colossal T-Rex, Super Colossal Blue, and Super Colossal Indominus Rex. What's wrong with my mosasaur? It's scratching me. Oh. But anyway, there you have it. This is the not Super Colossal. This is the Real Feel Mosasaurus by Mattel. And this is Jacob saying, buy more dinosaurs, buy more humans, and buy more vehicles. So you can have your Jurassic playtime like no other.